have some of the most impactful relationships of whatever type that you've formed through this place?
Camp Wesley Pines is such a family.
After those 2 months, we're inseparable. All of us are inseparable. It doesn't matter who you are. We're all family now.
I think first and foremost, the kids. You just have this crazy bond with them that's so positive and so genuine.
One of my kids was autistic, so he would talk, but he just didn't. So all I did was just try to talk to him, and 95% of the time he did not talk back. And at the end of the camp, he had a blast. He went and told his mom all the fun he was having, and his mom came back to me hey, thank you so much. He was really opened up, and she was very glad that he came. And I think he came every year until he was too old to.
A lot of times, just out of gratitude in their heart, they would just write you letters, and they would be like, I hope I get you next year, or I hope I'm like you when I grow up, and just all kinds of simple, small statements, but you know that they mean that.
There's also a few campers who I still keep up with today who message them on Instagram and be like, hey, how are you? I thought about you today, just wanted to check up and see how you were.
The Confirmand retreat that was held in February, I believe, was another great opportunity. I did one of the workshops on scripture. Some of those persons that I met, I have maintained some contact with just out of that one weekend.
My first time at camp, I met a girl named Tia Daniels, and we were pen pals for a while, and then we were the maid of honor at each other's weddings. So it's lifetime friends through Camp Wesley Pines.
Even the executive director before my dad, Brother Ted Giordano, married my husband and I here at Wesley Pines. Abigail, my daughter was in her wedding.
And then my flower girl and my ring bearer were also just relationships from camp.
And so I know that at the Cruceos I've served, we have all kinds of people. We have had every socioeconomic group, every race, every profession. I have a dear friend who is not from here, not even from America, and I saw her accept Christ in Durwise in the chapel.
Anna Coates, that's in our church, has been interviewed by Gene Horton. I knew her a little bit, but got to know her, and we've been good friends now for over 60 years. That ages both of us, but we both still going strong.
There are people on all of those staffs that I haven't spoken to in years, but if I know that I needed something or I needed to call somebody, I could pick up the phone and call them.
I don't think the connection would not have been as strong had we not had a place like Camp Wesley Pines as our meeting place. It's kind of like the difference between meeting someone in the world's largest retailer on aisle 5 and you both reaching for the last can of disinfectant spray versus meeting someone for the first time in your church while you were kneeling for communion. That's the difference.
I know how relationships should work, and I know how important they are because I've experienced it, and one of the places I've experienced it most was here.
You don't just meet friends, you have a family after you're here at Camp Wesley Pines.